airport.
Your Excellency, how can we sell our airport? How can we take 14 airstrips and give them to an Indian company? Nobody knows the agreement and what has been signed.
I have seen many people saying William Ruto wants to sell the airport.
The discussion about the sale of JKIA has been there for at least 3 months now, since the finance bill protest that shaped the conversations of this country in terms of politics. But is it true that the airport has been sold, or has it been leased, or what is it? That contentious issue that has been the topic of discussion for the past 3 months. Take a seat as we break down the story together, and in the meantime, subscribe to this channel and hit notification bell so that at least we can be updating you on this and more other stories.
For the airport is a strategic government asset, national asset.
Towards the end of May, rumors were that the Kenyan world-class airport was getting sold. But these were just allegations and Kenyans never took it serious. Now, however, as days went by, it was unearthed that the airport ownership was being transferred to an Indian-based company called the Adani Group, a company that is at the center of many controversies, and also it's known for its investments in multi-million-dollar investments. But what was the motive to sell the JKIA, and who was behind it? The president took to the center stage to address the issue in Mombasa town hall meeting, and this is what he said.
There is no government that can sell a national asset, a strategic national asset like the airport. We are going to work in an open and transparent manner to make sure that we develop the airport using legal instruments that can be audited by Parliament and by other agencies to make sure that they bring value to the people. And to work with the private sector for them to do 3 things that are critical for our airport: to build a new terminal, to build a new runway, and to make sure that we refurbish what we have and remove the canvas.
This didn't mean anything, as it only escalated the suspicion and the issue to the next level, because people were asking, why is it that the president is the one addressing the issue while we have ministries and heads of departments who can address that issue? Why is he the one who has sole knowledge of that ownership deal? Isn't it suspicious?
I want to persuade us as Kenyans, let us not buy into fake news. Let us not buy into propaganda.
Let's move on. It was established that Murkomen, who was the Minister for Transport at that time, brokered the deal at the Dubai airport, and a move that led him to be allegedly grounded for some days by the Dubai police. The president had to intervene on that matter to secure his release. What does it mean to give out the control of a Kenyan airport to a foreign entity? Let me break this down for you. First, if Adani takes our airport, the licenses and the certificates of JKIA will be renamed Adani Airport Holdings Limited. That means that the airport will be known as Adani Holdings International Airport, Nairobi. It will shift from being JKIA.
After independence, it's over 60 years. Why should they sell our heritage at this moment? Someone has a fishy motive to come and finish our country. When you sell something to a foreigner, yet they are investors in our country who can help in such modernization, it tells you there is something fishy.
This means that we have given it out. The brand and the pride of our nation and Africa at large will be gone, and Adani will be now the sole owner of the Kenyan airport. Why would someone do that? And for what reason? This can be attributed to greed. Another trip by the name Donald Kipkorir, who is also a renowned lawyer in Kenya, said that Adani KIA contract on JKIA acquisition disguised as lease ousts jurisdiction of Kenyan courts and parliament. No sane Kenyan will sign such an openly fraudulent contract. All those who participated in the negotiations in any way, including attending meetings, participating in calls, correspondence, drafting, negotiations, signing the contract, must be named, taken before a court-martial for treason and shot. Who betrays their country like that? Adani JKIA is the most open national theft. It It cannot be allowed to stand. Adani family and their employees and proxies must never be allowed to come to Kenya. End of quote. For this reason, we must locate Kenyan brokers who engaged in Adani, including several government officials, and hang them mercilessly. I have never seen people who hate their country like that, who struggle for a better Kenya, but some fellows keep rewinding the efforts with deals like Adani. Kenyans must now come out and request to be shown the contract signed by Adani Airport Holdings, and whoever signed it should be prosecuted at a court-martial. It shall be a private prosecution. It cannot be business as usual.
Why are we being taken in circles? This is the time Kenyans have to work up and we secure our heritage.
What are your thoughts on that? My name is King Radio King _Matela. That's all what you need to know at the moment, and of course we'll be updating you on what's next after this, and of course we'll be also keeping you in touch on the same matter. My name is King Radio King _Matela. This is definitely King Matela TV, reminding you to subscribe for more news like this one.
Ameuza airport. Ameuza nani? Ameuza